The word furry, used as a noun, refers to 1. An anthropomorphic animal character, or 2. A human fan of these fictional beings. Any animal character that talks, walks upright, and or exhibits some human-like mental or physical alterations is called a furry. Does this mean that if you like Looney Tunes, you're a furry? Well, maybe, and maybe not.
You know what? It's gonna sound a little cheesy and dumb. In a way, it's kind of like love. You can't really explain love. Furry is pretty much the same way because everyone has a different definition, on what furry actually is for them.
Members of the furry fandom tend to take their commitment to furries much further, searching out artwork and stories, imagining animal alter egos for themselves known as fursonas, and socializing with other furries. Many beloved characters, including Disney's Robin Hood, Bugs Bunny, and Crystal from Nintendo's Star Fox video games, are technically furries.
The idea of having a cute animal character that represents you on the internet is very appealing. I myself, I don't think I'm an animal, but I always feel like I had, animal-like qualities. And plus, a lot of us grew up on, watching, animal cartoons, like Disney.
But what about Anubis, the jackal-headed Egyptian god from the afterlife? Were the ancient Egyptians furries? The concept of the animal man has been around for at least 35,000 years. Many Egyptian gods were often depicted as humans with animal heads. Other ancient deities, such as Kronos and Zeus, were known for taking animal form in some mythology. Folktales also feature anthropomorphic animals. Aesop's fables include some famous examples, such as the fox and the grape, the lion and the mouse, and the tortoise and the hare. When scholars began to collect folktales from all around the world, they categorized talking animals into fairy tales. As the fairy tales became more popular around the world, so did the anthropomorphic animals they featured. In the 19th century, literary classics such as Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland were published, along with the famous story of Beatrix Potter's Tale of Peter Rabbit. Palmer Cox introduced the term funny animals in 1890 to describe these novels' animal heroes. In the 1960s and 70s, talking animals caught the attention of a much broader audience. Kimba the White Lion, Planet of the Apes, and the very risque Omaha the Cat Dancer were embraced by many. The 80s and 90s saw a rise in the movies and cartoons catering to anthropomorphic animal fans, giving clarification and identity to the emerging phenomenon. Disney especially caught the attention of a large fan base, and eventually the funny animal fans gradually became furries, a unique subculture all of their own. The first furry social group, called the Cartoon Fantasy Organization, was formed in 1977. Also known as CFO, the organization held the first ever furry convention, known as Conference Zero, in 1989. As they grew in popularity, many conventions became notorious for sexual incidents and poor public behavior. Complaints from outsiders were often ignored, resulting in the offended parties starting up hate forums to share their grievances. Here are some videos and interviews that address the controversy around misunderstood furries.
I think the big thing about furry haters is that they really poke fun at a lot of furries because they think that a lot of them are just nerdy kind of people, non-social, and all sorts of this and this. So I think when they poke fun at them, they're expecting them to get all mad and butthurt. And for me, when I actually came across one, recently on my YouTube channel, I had this furry hater who just started saying FurFAQ, I hope you burn in hell, yada yada yada. And I literally just sat at my computer and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. I'm getting a furry hater.
There are explicit cartoons, anime, and furry pornography that can sway people's opinions in this direction. Many outsiders immediately associate the idea of furries with bestiality and other fetishes that seem sexually concentrated.
I keep it to myself unless, you really come into a situation where maybe you have to talk about it. But otherwise, yeah, I think it's just the whole you should keep it in the bedroom thing. Nowadays, they're actually starting to capture a lot more of the other aspects of the furry fandom, not just the sexual side of things. So I think it's kind of opened up a lot more people to just kind of coming into the fandom, feeling a little bit more comfortable in it.
In reality, furries do have sex, but that's only a small part of the picture. A lot of furry interaction happens online, where a vibrant community keeps the furry discussion alive. Websites such as Fur Affinity allow many furry fans to post original artwork, while websites like Pounce.org serve as dating and meetup hotspots exclusively for people in the fandom. Some furries create shared online fantasy scenarios to help express their furry alter egos, or fursonas. Artists can make careers drawing furry characters for people who want to see their ideas brought to life, and numerous enthusiasts contribute fan art, stories, and other fantasy ideas.
They have a dealer room at all fur cons where artists come and sell their merchandise or sell their art, often custom art that you can have made.
Online interaction also makes it easy for furry fans to organize conventions and attract attendees. Conventions, which have become a large part of the furry public image, bring furry artists and media makers together with fans and fans together with each other.
Furry cons and whatnot, they're just so amazing. I mean, you got parties, you got dance panels that happen, dance competitions, fursuiting Olympics, meet and greets for, people who want to meet other people who are like, oh, you're a husky too? I'm a husky as well, so they have like a husky meet and greet.
Furry friends from across the country or even internationally have the chance at conventions to create and renew community contacts. Some furries attend in fursona, wearing costumes that range from just wearing tails and ears to full-body fursuits.
I can't say how much I love it. I mean, it's just so awesome having a fursuit and getting into character and, getting to just do all sorts of different things and whatnot. I can't tell you how awesome it is to just kind of like, get past this barrier, this social barrier, and, just kind of like do all sorts of different things that you wouldn't normally be able to do out of suit.
On the surface, furries are like any other fan base. Star Trek fans are Trekkies, Star Wars fans are Warsies, and furry fans are furries. But many furries share deep social, aesthetic, and imaginative bonds with their circle of furry friends and the community as a whole.